Well, in terms of the books that I've written, I wrote 5 books on holistic living, on how to ditch the chemicals and live a bit more naturally. And the very first book I wrote, Imperfectly Natural Woman, was, there was no business. I just wrote the book. I, had a passion. I had a message to share. And because of a radio interview, that book went to Amazon #1 overnight, and the publisher ran out of books and everything kicked off, and all of a sudden we had this sort of success, if you like, on our hands. And the book made masses of recommendations for natural products and services, none of which I was connected with. They were just things that I liked. And it was really very interesting because very quickly, when there'd been quite a bit of press, I started to get emails and phone calls and lots of people wanting more of me, asking me questions, asking me where I could buy whatever it is product. And I always remember the kind of catalyst was that, interestingly enough, it was another radio DJ told me that he'd been into the organic pharmacist that I'd recommended to buy a particular remedy that I'd recommended in the book. And they said to him, "We don't have any in stock. In fact, we've sold out every batch we've had in, and we've got no idea why." And he said, "Well, I can tell you why, because you're in this book." And he told me this, and he said that there's something not quite right here. The energy isn't quite right, because you're doing this for literally thousands of brands and companies, but there's no involvement with you, there's no link to you. That isn't quite right. And also your audience will want to know more of what you recommend in the future before you can get a book out. And suddenly the kind of light went on. Oh my goodness, yes, there's a business here, there's a brand here. I can actually provide a service that people want and that I'm doing anyway. And so that's how it started for me. So my first book was absolutely instrumental in me having another career, if you like, and having and running another business. And then in the last couple of years, I've written You Are the Brand, really just to help business owners and coaches and experts really recognize that they can do their own PR. There's a huge amount you can do. And also I like to remind people that when it comes to standing in the spotlight and speaking in public and doing a presentation or a pitch or being interviewed, all of those things, you might not feel you're naturally good at it. Not everybody is. You might not feel confident, but something, they're just skills. And you can learn them. You can fake it till you really make it, or even fake it till you become it, because they're just skills, but they're critically important. And I think if you're authentic in your message, anyone can speak in public about your thing. It wouldn't matter how much you paid me. I wouldn't be able to speak on rocket science because I'm not passionate about it. But if you are passionate about something, you should stand there in the spotlight and go for it.